Good morning, folks. We are Wednesday, 3 of December. Today's video is on Bitcoin and specifically on Mstr, who own 650,000 Bitcoin. So it's hugely correlated to the price of the Bitcoin. I do this video because I don't want, retail or people who are not, very aware of what's going on, being tempted to sell during the run-up who is going to occur in the time to come. So what I want you to see on this image you have on this video is that the price have been going under 100,000 mid-November. The fall down have been initiated around the 13, 14 of November. So it's very short time frame. And the price have been going, until sub 90,000 in a very little time frame. This is all about manipulation, but not only. If you see the price of the Bitcoin correlated to Mstr, you discover that before the dump, Mstr was above $250 per share. And I have discovered, if you do some DD, that during that time frame, roughly, from the first day of November until mid-November, something like that, Mstr have been selling shares, I think by memory, around 8 million shares, in order to have some kind of buffer to have, plus $1 billion to protect, in the case of a bear market, to protect the dividend that Mstr need to give to the investor who have been buying the share that they propose, to have some fixed income in order to make some money to buy Bitcoin with Mstr. What I see is that around the 26, 27 of November, there was a first impulse to break the downtrend. From there, we have been going sideways before some kind of big manipulation to break the dynamic of the price of the Bitcoin was recovering in order to, shake the tree and push out the weak hands, the stop loss order and all that. Now, yesterday we got the second impulse to prepare the price of the Bitcoin to cross 93,000, and from there going to 96 and then 100,000 back. In my humble opinion, we are going rapidly back to $100,000 per Bitcoin. There are several reasons, fundamental reasons to be, bullish on the Bitcoin. Mass adoption, ETF, BlackRock, this and that. Money printing was starting again. I mean, everybody need to be focused and avoid noise, because what's really matter here is the facts, the clear facts. And if you are, distracted by the noise, you're going to do stupid things. I'm very sad for all the retail who have been pushed out at 89, 80, 87, 86,000 dollar per Bitcoin. You need to understand that end of last year, the price was already at 100,000. So basically, if the Bitcoin was closing the year at today's price, that's mean that during 1 year, nothing happened. And everybody know that in the last 12 months, a lot of things have been happening. The Fed rates going down, mass adoption, ETF, etc., etc. So this is stupid, but this is the market. The market. If you have been reading all the news the last week, it was amazing. Mstr is a scam. It's going to zero. Sailor don't know what he's doing. They will never be added to the SP 500. It's crazy. I don't remember, to be honest, I don't remember a big cap. I'm not talking about a penny stock. A big cap with 650,000 Bitcoin being treated like a scam. And a lot of people buy the story. It's completely amazing. But if you don't have strong knowledge and you don't have, a clear view of the situation, you can be, basically manipulated and sell. Well, now it's not too late, to get back in or, basically remove your stop loss order or whatever. Like Tom Lee from BMNR was saying, and he's completely right, all the actors who are willing to hedge the crypto position have been buying puts and shorts on MSTR because it's the only liquid stock where you can, move a lot of money on the option chain or in the shorts, without moving too much the price and being able to go in and out easily. So what's the meaning of this? That's the point I want to arrive now. When the price is going to be back, I think it's in the next 5 to 10 trading days max, when the price will be back at $100,000 per Bitcoin, and the price of MSTR going back to $250 per share, you're going to have a huge amount of shorts and puts buyers who are going to basically cover and exercise the puts and all that. And you will have, some kind of huge storm hitting MSTR because it was completely and crazy. By the crazy way, it was completely oversold. The stock price is in the oversold territory for the last 5-6 days. And I repeat, we are talking about a big cap, a company owning 650,000 Bitcoin. And they were able to push it to, the RSI was at 25, 26. It's amazing. It's amazing. But the positive side is that people like me, who normally need to take risk in penny stock to do some returns, now I can be in a big stock and hoping, because that's my target, hoping for MSTR at $350 per share by mid-February. So I can have a double in a very short time frame without taking a lot of risk. So this is an amazing opportunity. Personally, I think at the end of the story, I don't really know when, it can be end of December or maybe after the option expiration of the 16th of January. It's a huge date of option expiring. The 16th of January in the old market, you have a lot of options who are expiring at that moment. Sometime, from the end of the month and to end of the January, let's say, you will have a huge shift. You will have a huge movement in MSTR and in the Bitcoin price. Naturally, you have stock who is going to move more than MSTR because they are smaller, they are, deeply oversold. But MSTR give you the security of a big cap because it's by far the biggest owner of Bitcoin on the market. I mean, the second is like 12 times less. It's Mara and Metaplanet and this kind of company. So basically there is no competition. If you believe in Bitcoin, you believe in MSTR. The difference is that MSTR have a lot of shorts, a lot of puts. And from now to the 16th of January, a lot of people are going to make money and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. All the people who have been shorting aggressively, thinking that MSTR will go out of business, will be completely destroyed. Well, everybody do what you need to do, but in your case, if you're a small fish like me, you can take advantage of the situation. I strongly believe that we're going to go to 250 in a very, very short term, few days, and then going to 350 in the next, 1 to 2 months, something like that. An analyst, I don't remember the name, I think it's Benchmark, have been saying that even with the price sub $200, he maintained his strong buy view with a price target of $700 per share. So it's amazing. I mean, I don't remember personally a big cap who is trading at $185 per share having a price target of 700. That's huge. That's mean it's a kind of four-bagger. Normally, you see this kind of disconnection in a high-risk stock in the biotech sector, small caps. The max you see in a big cap, if I remember well, it's a double, Example, iron. A lot of people are bullish on iron in the EI sector. Well, the more optimistic, the more bullish say we are going above $100 per share. And I think it's true. Like CFR, people talking about 30 to 35. Yeah, that's the clear true leader in the sector of data center, EI and all this stuff. And they will double, yeah. But in the case of MSTR, listen carefully, if the Bitcoin price start to run in the direction of $150,000 per Bitcoin, it was not absurd or crazy. It's quite logical if we go over there, in the next 3 to 4 months. That will mean that MSTR, with the amount of Bitcoin that they have, they will have more than, if I put the number correctly, they will have more than $100 billion in Bitcoin. I don't know if you imagine what's the meaning of that. The strength, financial strength. Taylor was a smart guy and is not alone, and a lot of people around him. He can do a lot of things if that happen, He can buy back shares. He can continue to buy Bitcoin. He can find a lot of way to support his stock. And, actually, you are paying one time the NAV. What they have in Bitcoin. So you are just deleting all the aspects, surrounding that. No premium. So if you mix oversold situation, Bitcoin price will need to go back at 100,000 and then run to 150,000, plus the short, plus the puts, plus the premium. It's not absurd to have this kind of price target of $700. But MSTR is a big cap. And having the opportunity to have a 4-bagger without taking huge risk, like you need to take to target a 3, 4, 5-bagger, it's unique. It's very unique. So basically, I'm not looking at anything else. I'm completely focused on MSTR and BMNR, who is the same in the Ethereum token, because basically this company is so huge, have so deep pockets, that basically there is no better way to do some money in the weeks to come without taking risk or going in a stock was more foggy. Starting today, Vanguard, who is the biggest institution, is proposing ETF in the crypto sector, like BlackRock, or like a lot of others. The picture of the Bitcoin is absolutely different now. When you know that there will be max 21 million tokens, in the years to come, we will not talking about 100,000. We're going to talk about do the Bitcoin should have a price of 500,000 or 600,000 or another dimension. Unfortunately, like each time, institution have manipulate the price in order to load the boat at the lowest price possible, and retail have been shake and sometimes push out. And actually, when retail mentality, they are disgust. They have been buying at 110, 115, 120,000. They have been pushed out at 90,000, example. They have take a 20-30% loss. They are disgusted. They will not invest anymore in the Bitcoin. And they will come back when they will see 140, 150 and have a lot less Bitcoin that they used to have. That's how things go. And when you see the institutional movement on Mstr and BMNR, you understand that these people are buying all they can while retail, is distracted by the noise and pushed out. So, depending if you prefer Bitcoin or Ethereum, Mstr and BMNR are, two incredible company with two incredible CEO who have been beat down massively. And it's a question of time, not especially long, to have, it's difficult to say, but at least Mstr to around $500 per share and BMNR $100 per share. It's an amazing gift. You rarely have this opportunity, and December is a period where you have incredible movement in the market, and I think this movement will be, surrounding all the stocks who are related to Bitcoin or Ethereum, this kind of stuff. So do what you have to do your DD, not financial advice. And hopefully by mid next year, Mstr will be above $500 per share. So it's an easy double, in my humble opinion. Very easy now to be a 4 or 5 bagger. I don't know the time frame, but they will go over there, sometime next year. So take care, trade safely. Bye-bye.